Traditionally, as you approach the Caribbean, things should get easy with the equatorial current. For whatever reason, things hadn't gone our way, and for weeks we seem to have been inching along, fighting for every mile. Day 88, I think, coming off a 30-mile day yesterday. We're struggling to do 1 knot at the moment. This big storm's coming our way. Just desperate to get out of this current. So it's day 89, eventually broken free of that south-southeast current. Got a nice 18-20 knot wind this morning, so we're moving along all right. 118 miles to go. Got just one last worry left, and that in 18 miles we have to turn more west. It's not quite done with us yet. We got doused in the night, but we had a really lucky night. We got back on course, 42 miles away. And that's Antigua in the distance there. Land ho. A very rocky night. And the best rowing conditions for the entire trip, and we're not allowed to row in it. The reason we couldn't row through the night was because we were trying to time our arrival with daybreak. In the end we got our timing just right, so our arrival was nice and safe. Despite these great aerial shots making it look quite calm, it was blowing 25 knots and choppy. We're just arriving in Antigua. Libby's rowing to our waypoint, trying to get around this headland, and it's all got a bit bumpy. But there's massive waves crashing up against the rocks. Our plan had been to row into English Harbour, but due to some crazy politics in the rowing world and the Atlantic rowing race forbidding independent rowers entering the harbour, we had to head further along the coast. This meant staying a little bit further out in the bigger weather. Again, you can see down at boat level the conditions were definitely feistier than they look from above. Being this close to shore also makes it a bit more intimidating. Here we're rowing past the entrance to English Harbour. Had that been our final destination, we would have been much closer into shore and protected by the headland from the worst of the weather. Instead we were heading for the next headland, which unfortunately is surrounded by a large shallow reef. You can see here how shallow the reef is and how close to the next headland you have to go to get round it. We managed to make the turn, but this put us beam on to the 20+ knot winds. To make the channel entrance into the harbour, we had to turn even harder into the wind. In the end, the wind was so strong that it was pushing us dangerously close to the other headland, and we had to accept a short tow into the mouth of the channel. In the end, we made it safely, and Libby became the youngest female in a pair to row the Atlantic.